Welcome to Senior Health and Happiness, where we believe that aging can be graceful, strong, and joyful. Let's take care of your health, one simple habit at a time. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those mornings, the kind where you wake up already tired? You sit on the edge of your bed, rub your knees, and take a deep breath before even thinking about your day. Your body feels heavy. Maybe your joints are stiff. And part of you wonders, do I really have the energy to move around today? This is the quiet struggle many older adults face each morning. It's not dramatic, it doesn't make headlines, but it's real. The body feels slower, and sometimes the mind follows. And in those moments, it's so tempting to stay seated, to stay still. But here's the truth. Movement is one of the most powerful gifts we can give ourselves. Not intense, punishing exercise, just a walk. A gentle, steady walk, even just a few minutes, even just a few steps. And I want to invite you right now to imagine what it might feel like to take that first step. 1. Waking up, stiff, tired, and heavy. But taking that first step. Picture this. You're still in your home, sitting quietly. Then, slowly, you slip on your walking shoes. Maybe they're not fancy, maybe they've been with you for years, but they fit just right. You open the door, the air greets you, and even before you take that first step, something has already changed. You've said yes to yourself. That first step might feel awkward. It might hurt a little. Your knees may creak. Your balance might feel unsure. But as your foot touches the ground, and then the next, something begins to shift. Your body is waking up. Not quickly, not all at once, but it's responding. And so is your heart, because that first step is more than movement. It's courage, it's intention. It's a message to yourself that says, I still care for this body. I still want to feel better. I still believe in what's possible. You don't need a long route. Maybe it's just around the block. Maybe it's a walk to the mailbox and back. Maybe it's a loop in your backyard. That's enough. What matters is the decision, the action, the willingness to start. And the beautiful part, that first step often leads to a second, and a third. And slowly, your breath deepens. Your muscles begin to warm. You begin to feel more connected to your own body, more grounded, in your own space. Many seniors describe it as a quiet miracle, not something dramatic, just better, lighter, more alive. It doesn't take a gym, it doesn't take a coach. It takes you, and the choice to rise, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. So today, we begin with that moment, that small act that changes everything. We begin by stepping outside. 2. 10 minutes in, your body awakens. 10 minutes, that's all it's been. Just 10 minutes since you opened the door and took that first step. And already, something feels different. Your legs are moving more freely now. The stiffness in your knees and ankles has started to loosen. Your arms swing gently at your sides. You notice your breathing. It's deeper, steadier, not quite as shallow as when you first stepped out. You're not rushing. You're simply moving forward one step at a time. And inside your body, something beautiful is happening. Your heart has picked up its pace, but not in a way that feels alarming. It's beating with more rhythm, more purpose. Blood is circulating more efficiently, bringing oxygen to your muscles and brain. Your joints are being gently lubricated with movement. That familiar ache in your lower back. It's not gone, but it's not shouting at you anymore. It's softened. It's quieter. This is what your body was made for. Movement. Gentle, continuous motion. Not extreme workouts, not heavy lifting, just walking. Just showing up for yourself. In this moment, your blood sugar is starting to stabilize. Walking helps your body use insulin more efficiently. That means better energy and more consistent moods throughout the day. If you've eaten breakfast, already this walk is helping your body process it, breaking down nutrients and fueling your cells. If you haven't, your metabolism is quietly gearing up, ready to support you. Your muscles, especially the ones in your legs, hips, and lower, back are becoming more responsive. Each step strengthens them just a little. Not with strain, but with intention. And your bones? They're benefiting too. Weight-bearing activity like walking helps slow the natural loss of bone density that comes with aging. Every step is a quiet investment in your long-term strength and balance. Let's talk about breath for a moment. At the 10-minute mark, your lungs are opening up. You're drawing in more air, and your diaphragm is moving more easily. If you walk in fresh air, your whole respiratory system gets a boost. Even your immune system receives a gentle nudge, encouraged by increased circulation and oxygen delivery. And while all this is happening inside your body, the outside world is beginning to feel more alive too. The trees seem greener, the birds sound clearer, the light feels warmer on your skin. It's not because the world has changed, it's because you have. Your senses are waking up right alongside your muscles. Many older adults tell me this is their favourite part of the walk, not the end, not the halfway point, but this exact stretch. The moment when their bodies stop resisting and start responding. The moment when walking no longer feels like an effort, but a rhythm, a flow. You might not feel good yet, but you're no longer tired. You're no longer stiff. You're becoming present, awake, mobile, and that in itself is a quiet kind of power. So as you keep walking, take a moment to notice how far you've come, not in distance, but in feeling. 10 minutes ago, you were hesitant. Now, you are engaged, participating, and your body is thanking you for it. Let's keep going. 3. Halfway there. The mind begins to clear. You're about 15 minutes in now. Your legs have found their rhythm. Your breath moves with ease. You're no longer thinking about the motion. It's happening on its own, like your body has. Remembered something it never forgot. But now, something even deeper begins to shift. Your mind. Thoughts that felt heavy when you woke up. Concerns about your health, worries about your family, those to-do lists that never seem to end, begin to soften. Not disappear, but quiet down. There's more space in your mind now. Like someone opened a window and let the breeze in. This is the hidden magic of walking. It clears more than just the air in your lungs. It clears emotional clutter. Scientists have found that even low-intensity walking can reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that builds up in our bodies throughout the day. And when cortisol drops, something else rises. Mental clarity. You begin to notice things you didn't earlier. The way the morning sun dances on the leaves, the gentle sound of your own footsteps, a squirrel darting across the sidewalk, the little boy on his tricycle, waving as he passes by. You smile without realizing it. You weren't planning to smile, it just happened. You might find yourself reflecting. About the past, maybe. An old memory stirred up by a familiar smell or song drifting from a neighbour's window. Or perhaps you're thinking about a conversation you had with your daughter last week. Or a goal you've put off for a while. Learning. To paint, cleaning the attic, writing letters to old friends. Walking has a way of opening mental doors. It also enhances creativity and problem solving. When your body is in motion, your brain forms new connections more easily. Ideas emerge, emotions loosen. For some, this is the time when solutions come. For others, it's the time they simply feel themselves again. And for many seniors, this part of the walk feels spiritual. A kind of prayer in motion. No words needed, just breath, step, silence. This is why I often say, walking is not just physical therapy, it's emotional therapy. It's mental clarity. It's a soft space where we meet ourselves without judgment, where we reconnect with our calm center. One senior once told me, after 15 minutes of walking, I feel like the world is no longer pushing me. I'm walking with it. That's the shift, from resistance to flow, and if your thoughts are still busy, that's okay too. Walking doesn't demand silence, it offers space, and space gives those thoughts a place to settle. You're halfway, there. But in many ways you've already arrived, because this This sense of lightness, of mental stillness, of gentle presence, is the true destination. You might not have noticed, but you're already breathing easier, not just in your lungs, but in your soul. Let's keep walking. The best part may still be ahead. 4. A familiar face. The unexpected joy of connection. You turn the corner onto a familiar street. The trees here are older, like you. Their branches stretch overhead, offering shade like open arms. The sidewalk might be uneven in places, but you know where to step. You've walked this path before, but today something is different. There, coming toward you, is someone you know. Maybe it's your neighbour, the one who always waves when you take your trash out. Maybe it's the older man with the golden retriever who walks the same loop every morning. Or maybe it's someone you haven't seen in a while, someone who used to walk this route but hasn't been out much lately. You exchange a smile, a nod, maybe a few words. Beautiful morning, isn't it? Sure is. You're out early today. It's just a moment, but something inside you lifts, your heart feels lighter, and suddenly your walk isn't just physical, it's social, it's shared. As we age, our world can quietly shrink. Children grow up, friends move away, daily routines slow down, and before we realize it, our days grow quieter, not in the peaceful way but in the lonely way. Walking, even alone, helps break that pattern. It brings us outside, into the presence of others, into the flow of community life. These small connections, the smiles, waves, eye contact, are far more powerful than we give them credit for. They remind us that we are seen, that we belong, and that even in simple, ordinary moments, we matter to someone. In Okinawa, Japan, one of the famous blue zones, elders are part of lifelong social circles called moai. These groups walk together, eat together, check in on one another. It's not just about health, it's about connection. And connection, as it turns out, is one of the greatest predictors of a long, happy life. You don't need a moai to feel that. One neighbour, one hello, one brief chat while crossing the street can nourish the spirit more than we realise. And here's the beautiful part. The more often you walk, the more familiar these faces become. Over time, strangers become acquaintances, acquaintances become friends, friends become walking partners, and suddenly, your walk becomes something to look forward to, not just for your body, but for your heart. Some seniors form walking groups. Others meet for a weekly stroll in the park. But even if you walk alone, you're never truly alone when you're out in the world, open to connection. So today, as you continue your walk, look around. Notice the people. Smile first. Say good morning. Because often, the most healing part of your walk won't be the exercise. It'll be the feeling of being part of something bigger. You started this walk to help your body, but maybe, just maybe, it's also helping your soul feel seen again. 5. Returning home. But you're not the same. You turn the final corner now. The street leading back to your house comes into view. You recognize the familiar shape of your mailbox, the garden hose curled on the side of the driveway, the sound of the neighbour's wind chimes swaying gently in the breeze. It's the same house you left just 30 minutes ago, the same sky overhead, the same clothes on your back. But you are not quite the same. Your body feels looser now. Not young, not perfect, but better. The tightness in your hips has softened. Your knees move with more ease, your shoulders hang more naturally. You didn't do anything heroic, just walked. But somehow that walk shifted the way you carry yourself. And then there's your breath, fuller, quieter, less shallow. It flows in and out like a calm tide, steady and unforced. Your heartbeat has slowed, but it beats with more strength, more presence. You feel anchored, grounded. But the most noticeable change, it's in your mood. The worry you woke up with feels smaller now. The ache of loneliness, if it was there, has lifted just a little. The thoughts that once crowded your mind are no longer shouting. They're just there, floating, manageable. Quiet. You step inside your home, but you bring a different energy with you. You don't flop onto the couch the way you sometimes do after errands. You don't sigh from exhaustion. Instead, you move slowly through your space, aware of your body, more aware of the moment. Maybe you pour a glass of water. Maybe you sit near the window. Maybe, without even planning it, you smile. This is the invisible power of walking. It doesn't demand anything from you. It doesn't promise perfection. But it delivers something deeply real. A return to yourself, to clarity, to peace, to your own pace. And the effects linger. For hours afterward, you may notice your energy, feel steadier. You're less reactive. A small inconvenience doesn't bother you the way it might have. You speak more kindly to your spouse or your neighbor. You feel more in control, not because life changed, but because you changed the way you showed up in it. So often, we think of transformation as something dramatic, but sometimes, the most meaningful changes begin with something as simple as putting one foot in front of the other, and coming home to a calmer, kinder version of ourselves. You didn't have to go far. You didn't have to go fast. You just had to go, and you did. And now, having made that choice, you can look back and know that half hour wasn't just a walk. It was a reset, a renewal, a quiet triumph. And the best part? You can do it again tomorrow. You don't need motivation. You just need the memory of how it felt when you returned, not only to your home, but to yourself. 6. Your turn. One small walk today, a stronger you tomorrow. Now it's your turn. Maybe you've been watching this video from your favorite chair. Maybe your feet are up, and your body feels just a little tired today. Or maybe your mind is saying, what so many of us have thought before. I should move more. I know I should, but I just don't feel ready. I want you to know, there's no pressure here, no stopwatch, no rules, just a gentle invitation. Because walking isn't about becoming someone else, it's about becoming more yourself, more connected to your breath, more in tune with your body, more present with the world around you, and it all begins with one choice. One step, not 30 minutes, not 10, just one step. That first step might be in your hallway, or across your porch. Maybe it's a walk to the gate and back. That counts. It all counts. Every step you take is a small act of strength, a quiet form of self-care. You don't need perfect weather, new shoes, or the right moment. You only need now, this moment. And the belief, however small, that you are still worthy of movement, of breath, of vitality. No matter your age, no matter your condition, no matter how long it's been. And if you miss a day, that's okay. This is not a race. It's not all or nothing. It's a practice, a rhythm, a kindness you give to yourself, over and over again. Some days the walk may feel effortless, other days it may feel like a challenge, but each time you go, something shifts, something opens. And slowly, without forcing, walking becomes not a task, but a gift. A gift to your body, stronger legs, steadier balance, easier breathing. A gift to your mind, clearer thoughts, lighter moods, fewer worries. A gift to your spirit, moments of connection, beauty, and peace. You may not notice the change after one walk, but you will after 10, and definitely after 30. You'll begin to crave that morning light, that fresh air, that quiet time just for you. And maybe, just maybe, you'll inspire someone else, a spouse, a friend, a neighbor. They'll see you walking and they'll remember, if she can, do it, maybe I can too. That's how change spreads, gently, step by step. So start small, 5 minutes, 10. Build from there. You don't need to do everything, you only need to begin. Because every walk is more than exercise. It's a promise to yourself. I'm still moving, I'm still growing, I'm still here. And that's more than enough. Thank you for spending your time with Senior Health and Happiness. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and most of all, stay kind to yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one small habit you're adding to your daily routine? Your story might inspire someone else.